morning, Amelia. You're sitting here alone on Christmas Eve like a poor old maid. Do you know it worries me to see you this way? Alone in a cafe and on Christmas Eve. It makes me feel as I did a time when I saw a bridal party in a Paris restaurant. The bride sitting reading a comic paper while the groom played billiards with the witnesses. Thought I. With such a beginning, what a sequel and what an ending. He played billiards on his wedding evening and she read a comic paper. But that is neither here nor there. Tell you what, Amelia, I believe you would have done better to kept him. Do you remember I was the first to say forgive him, recollect, and then you would have been married now and have had home. Remember that Christmas in the country, how happy you were with your fiancé's parents, how you enjoyed the happiness of their home, yet longed for the theater. Yes, Amelia, dear, home is the best of all. Next to the theater and the children, do you understand that? But that you don't understand. Here you can see what I bought for my little pigs. Look at this. This is for Liza, see? Oh, and here is my just pop gun. Were you frightened? Do you think I should like to shoot you? What? My soul, I don't believe you thought that. If you wanted to shoot me, that wouldn't surprise me. Because I came in your way, and that I know you can never forget. But I was quite innocent. You believe I intrigued you into others at theater. But I didn't do that. I didn't do that, even if you do think so. But it's all one whether I say or so or not, for you still believe it was I. And these are for my old man, with tulips in them, which I embroidered myself. I can't bear tulips, you know, but he must have tulips and everything. See what little bob feet it has? What? And you ought to see how elegantly he walks. You've never seen him in slippers. Look here. This is he. And when he's peeved to see, he stands like this with his foot. What? Damn that cook, she never can learn to make coffee. Oh no, those idiots haven't trimmed the lamps with straight. And then he wears all of his soles and his feet froze. Oh, how cold it is. And that stupid fool never can keep the fire in the theater. And then he comes home and has to hunt for slippers which Mary has stolen and deceived in it. Oh, but it is a sin to sit here and make fun of one's husband. He's a pretty good little husband. You ought to have such a husband, Amelia. What are you laughing at? What? What? And don't you know, I know he's my true love. Yes, I know that, because he told me himself. What are you tittering about? When I came back from my tour of Norway, the shameless Frederica came and wanted to elope with him. Can you imagine? Anything is so infamous. But I have scratched her eyes out if she had came to see when I was at home. It was good that Bob spoke of it himself and that it didn't reach me through gossip. But Frederica wasn't the only one. Wouldn't you believe it? I don't know why, but women are so crazy over my husband. They must think he was something to say about theater engagements because he's connected with the government. Perhaps he would there himself and try to influence him. I don't trust you any too much. But I know he's not concerned about you and you seemed to have a grudge against him. Come to see us this evening, Amelia, and show me that you're not angry with us, not angry with me at any rate. I don't know why, but it's so uncomfortable to have you an enemy. Possibly it's because I came in your way, or I really just don't know why. When I first saw you for the first time, I was so afraid of you, so afraid that I couldn't look you in the face. Still, as I came and went, I always found myself near you. I couldn't risk being your enemy, so I became your friend. But there was always a discordant note when you came to a house, because I saw that my husband couldn't bear you, and that was as annoying to me as an ill-fitting gaunt, and I did all I could to make him friendly toward you. But before he consented, you announced your engagement. Then came a violent friendship, so that in a twinkling it appeared as you dared only show him your real feelings when you were betrothed. And then, it was later, I didn't get jealous. Oh, wonderful. And I remember that when you were Patton's godmother, I made Bob kiss you, and he did it, but you were so confused. That is, I didn't notice it. I thought about it later. Never thought about it before. Why are you so silent? You haven't said a word this whole time, but you have let me go on talking. You have sat there and your eyes loosened out of me as all this which made like raw silk in the cocoon. Thoughts, suspicious thoughts. Perhaps, let me see. Why did you break your engagement? Why do you choose come so seldom to a house these days? Why won't you visit us tonight? Keep still. You don't have to say anything. I comprehend it all myself. It was because, yes. Yes. Now everything is clear. So that's it. I won't sit at the same table with you. That's the reason why I had to embroider tulips, which I hate, on his slippers. Because you are fond of tulips, that's why. Go to the mountains during the summer, because you don't like sea air. And that's why my boy is named Askill, because it's your father's name. And that's why I wear your clothes, your colors, read your authors, eat your pet dishes, drink your beverage, this chocolate for instance. That's why. It's fearful when I think about it. It's fearful. Everything came from you to me, even your passion. Your soul crept into mine like a worm into an apple. Ate and ate, cropped and cropped until nothing was left but the wind within. I wanted to fly from you, but I couldn't. You lay like a snake and enchanted me with your black eyes. I felt as if each branch gave me way and let me fall. I lay with my feet bound together in the water and swam mightily with my hands, but the harder I struggled, the deeper I worked myself under until I sunk to the bottom, where you lay like a giant crab, ready to catch hold of me with your claws, and I just lay there. I hate you. But you only sit there and kept silent, peacefully, indifferent as to whether the moon waxes and wanes, whether it is Christmas or New Year, whether others are happy or unhappy, without the ability to hate or to love, as composed as a stalk by a mouse hole. You can make conquest to yourself. You can't keep a man's love, but you can steal away that man from others. Here you sit in your corner. Do you know how they have named a mouse trap after you, and read your newspaper in order to see if anything has happened to anyone, or who's had a run of bad luck, or who has left the theater? Here you sit and review your walk, calculating your mischief as a pilot does his course, collecting your tribute. Poor Amelia. Do you know that I'm really sorry for you? Because you're so unhappy. Unhappy like a wanted animal. And spiteful because you're wanted. I can't be angry with you, no matter how much I want to be. Because you come out as a small end of the whole. Yes. An affair with Bob. I don't care about that. What is to me? What is that to me after all? What is that to me after all? And if I learn to drink chocolate from you or from somebody else, what difference does it make? Besides, chocolate is very helpful. And if you taught me how to dress, that only makes me more attractive to my husband, and you lost what I wanted. Yes, to sum up, I believe you have lost him, but it was certainly your intent that I should go my own road, do as you did, and regret I see no regret. But I don't do that. We won't be mean, will we? And why should I take only what nobody else will have? Possibly in all, at this moment I'm really the stronger. You get nothing from me, but you gave me much, and now I appear like a thief to you. You wake up and find a possess what you have lost. The whole was that everything in your hands was worthless and sterile. You can hold no man's love with your tulips and your passions as I can. You can't learn housekeeping from your authors as I have done. You have no little Askill to cherish you, or even your father was named Askill. And why do you keep silent? Silent. I believe that is strength. But perhaps it's because you have nothing to say, because you don't think anything. Now I'm going home. I'll take the tulips with me, your tulips. You can learn from another, you can't bend, and therefore you will be broken like a dry stalk, but I won't be. Thank you, Amelia, for all your good reasons. Thanks because you taught me to love my husband, and now I'll go home and love him.